One of the most recent popular wrecks of the Sinai Peninsula is the Ghiannis D. Her stern section sits on its port side at a 45-degree angle in 75 feet of water. She was built and launched in 1969 as the Shoyo Maru. At just over 300 feet long, her engines were comprised of a 4-stroke single-action 6-cylinder which was capable of producing 3,000 horsepower and a top speed of 12 knots. In 1980, she was sold to the Dumark Shipping and Trading Corporation of Piraeus, Greece. They renamed the vessel Ghiannis D and affixed their traditional capital D onto her funnel. In April 1983, she was loaded with sawn softwood in Croatia and was destined for Yemen in Saudi Arabia. The captain's name has been deleted from all records, but it's known that he'd been a master mariner for almost 20 years, and having learned his trade in these waters, he knew them well. The trip through the Adriatic and Mediterranean seas was easy enough to leave to the officers of the watch. But as he approached the Suez Canal from the Mediterranean, he took over the bridge himself. Since the Arab-Israeli War was happening at the time, he knew the Egyptian authorities would be extra vigilant in all of their paperwork and inspections. He also knew he'd have to remain on the bridge after satisfying all these requirements and clearing the Suez Canal. This is because the waters from the Suez Bay to the Straits of Gabal were treacherous. The Gulf of Suez was replete with oil rigs, oncoming traffic, small islands, and many coral reefs that rose out of nowhere. Like many proud but foolish captains before him, he would remain on the bridge for days and nights at a time. He also chose to not seek help from any of his officers for anything. This was a similar scenario to many other maritime catastrophes in these waters, and unfortunately the captain's pride was stronger than his knowledge and common sense. As he approached the Straits of Gabal and the wider waters of the Red Sea, he finally relinquished the helm. But he failed to remember one last dangerous reef. Sha'ab Abu Nuhas Reef sits just below the surface, and on calm days like this one, there are no breakers to tip off its presence. As the captain fell fast asleep in his cabin, the officer on watch ran the Ghiannis D full ahead onto the northwest corner of this reef. Fortunately, the entire crew safely abandoned the listing ship just in time.